Was arrested that you weren't supposed to murder animals, which unfortunately I have seen that scene. Hello, how's it going? I assume we'll go over life in a future video. That's not important at the moment. What is important at the moment is what I want to talk to you about today. It is one of the most banned horror movies in the world. It was made in 1980. It is an Italian movie and it is called Peter Parker's Wet Dream. No, it's called Cannibal Holocaust. Some of you may have heard about this movie. Others may just be scratching your head right now like, that doesn't sound too bad. It is. Trust me, it is. The more I read about this movie, the more messed up it is. There will be a few scenes on the screen, and you may or may not like them. But we are going to talk about them. I'm not going to lie, I have just fully recorded this whole video just to find out that this wasn't recording, and that was facing the wall. Cannibal Holocaust. Strap yourselves in. The movie is directed by Ruggero Deodato. It's about an anthropologist who goes into the Amazon rainforest to find a film crew that went missing while recording a documentary about indigenous tribes. The movie was inspired about Italian coverage of the Red Brigade's terrorism. What is Red Brigades? It's an Italian Marxist-Leninist armed militant guerrilla group. That is a mouthful. Try saying that 10 times fast. And he wanted to make a movie about how he thinks that the media inflate things and create scenarios in which they can get better footage and coverage and stuff. Bit of a messed up logic to it, but I get where he's coming from. The problems initially started when Deodato hired some professional filmmakers who specialize in the found footage style. They made the movie look so good and so real for something that came out in 1980. And Deodato was arrested for this movie on obscenity charges. So the movie released in Italy for 10 days before they seized it and then arrested Deodato because they thought that the people murdered in the movie were actually murdered. So he had to phone someone up to get 3 of the actors to come into court and prove that they were alive and well and kicking before he could actually get released from jail and all charges dropped. Bro, how good of a filmmaker have you got to be for them to believe that you've actually killed someone on camera? That's incredible. That's so good. What a legend. The movie is banned in what we assume is about 50 countries, and if that's the case, then it is a world record, for its graphic content including sexual assault and genuine violence toward animals. Now that's one I don't agree with. If you're gonna do sexual assault in a movie, I don't really care. Like it's been done. It's been done multiple times and I'm not bothered. I genuinely don't care about it anymore. But the violence toward animals, come on mate. You knew better than that. It's 1980, I get it, it's different times, 40 years ago, but come on. Surely you knew back in 1980 that you weren't supposed to murder animals. As per like most movies like this, it has developed a cult following, which is understandable. Like even I'm here talking about it. I've never seen the movie myself because I don't really want to sit there and watch animals actually getting killed. But I know all about it. I've read the plot multiple times. Like I've heard about this movie. I've seen posts on Reddit about this movie. I've seen clips from this movie. I haven't seen any of the heavy clips, luckily, but just what YouTube can put up, which is mainly what you guys are probably seeing at the moment as well. I'm not going to tell you the whole plot, but I am going to tell you like a couple of the scenes that were probably the reason as to why this movie was banned in about 50 countries. Scene number 1. Upon locating the Yakumo in a clearing, Jack shoots one in the leg so they can easily follow him to the village. Once they arrive, the crew proceeds to intimidate the tribe and kill a young child's pet pig before herding the natives into a hut, which they burn down to stage a massacre for their film. So that's one animal killing, and that's a pig. That's not like a bug or something. That is a pig. Scene number 2. The final 2 reels begin with the filmmakers locating a Yano girl, whom the men take turns rap battling against Faye's protests, stating they are wasting film footage. They later encounter the same girl impaled on a wooden pole by a riverbank where they claim that the natives killed her for loss of virginity. I lose socks all the time. You're not going to kill me for that, are you? Scene number 3. The scene then moves to the crew filming the natives undressing Jack in their captivity and castrating him with a large machete, before completely mutilating Jack's lifeless body. Faye is captured by the Yanomamo. Alan insists that they attempt to rescue her, but Mark continues to film, as she is stripped naked, rat battled, beaten to death and beheaded. What a fun little movie, wow. Apparently no one got along on set either. Deodato was quite rude to a lot of people on set, especially some of the Colombians and Italians, describing him as remorseless and uncaring. York also felt very uncomfortable on set, especially when it came to the animal killing scenes. He was actually scripted to kill the pig on camera. And later on during filming, when the pig was actually shot, York actually botched a very important line in the movie because of the squeal of the pig.
In the jungle, it's the daily violence of the strong overcoming the weak. Jack!
It messed him up so much that he fully botched the line. And the director was quite pissed as well because he really, really wanted that line in the movie and they had no more pigs to shoot. One of the actors also cried after the butchering of a turtle, which unfortunately I have seen that scene and it's very sad. And crew members vomited off camera when a squirrel monkey was killed. Some of the rap battle scenes in the movie took a toll on York quite a lot. Filming the movie was causing him a lot of stress leading up to the scene where he had to do the rap battle. And again, it messed with his head so much that when he flew back to New York, he actually broke up with his girlfriend because he couldn't handle the stress. I can't stress enough how fucked this movie actually is, man. And just so you know, some of the native extras for the movie were unpaid, even though they partook in dangerous scenes, like forced to stay in a burning hut for a long period of time. Oh, here's the song for it as well. It's actually quite nice. Safe to say that critics were very split down the middle with this one. Some respected the camera work and the message that he was trying to portray. Others were like, you're a fucking idiot. And the movie was also called racist due to its bad portraying of indigenous tribes. There is a plane flying overhead. Please go away. So like I said before, Deodato had to bring 3 actors into the court to prove that they were still alive and kicking. He also had to show them how he did the impalement scene, which consisted of a girl sitting on a bicycle seat, basically, and then like a wooden pole sticking out of her mouth, which gave the illusion she'd been impaled.
We took one piece of the balsa wood. We put inside, up the wood, one little bicycle chair. The woman said sit inside with the one iron stick behind. In the mouth, one other piece of the balsa wood. The wood was very soft. She stayed for half an hour like that. We put with the pump the blood, the false blood in the mouth. She is very quiet woman.
The thing that made the court believe that they were actually dead is the fact that he got the actors to sign a contract that basically said that for a whole year they wouldn't appear in any type of media, motion pictures or commercials. This was done in order to promote the idea that Cannibal Holocaust was truly the recovered footage of missing documentarians. Deodato now regrets the inclusion of animals, also because 7 animals were killed on set and 6 were shown on screen. Because the scene with the monkey's death had to be shot twice, therefore they killed 2 monkeys, which were then eaten by the indigenous cast members who consider monkey brains a delicacy. They killed a muskrat, a turtle, a snake, a tarantula, rightly fucking so, 2 monkeys and a pig. They've tried to defend the matter saying it's art, it adds realism and stuff like that, but to me you're just a dickhead. The movie was actually the 2nd highest grossing movie in Japan in 1983, just behind E.T. Yeah, that adds up, that checks out, doesn't it? Deodato has since regretted actually making the movie, mainly for the animal killings. And I want to excuse him by saying, you know, it was 40 years ago, but at the same time, it's like there was never a point where animal cruelty in a movie was accepted. Fucking 1600 or something, I don't know what was going on around there, but that's unimportant now. 1980s, I'm not even saying this from a 2024 point of view, I'm saying this from a 1980s point of view. It was still unacceptable, especially when it was released the same year as E.T., which is such a masterpiece, man. They could have used some crappy puppets and just done it like that, but they didn't. So here we are. But anyway, that was my first video back. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed me talking about Cannibal Holocaust. There are many other movies I can make videos like this on, if you want, starting with a Serbian film. And also be sure to check me out on TikTok and Twitch, because I am also uploading and streaming on both of them platforms. They will be below for anyone interested. Remember to leave your opinions and any and all suggestions whatsoever in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you very much for watching. Love you all. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.